possibility to rehire.
What the hell? Fellow, he'd always get hiccups around gay people too all the time.
That guy's gay.
No, he would just get them. It was like if people was gay, he would get hiccups.
And
All right, guys, we didn't get the back out, but
He's mixed.
He lives in the town that I'm from.
He's inspired me in a way because he lost so much weight recently. Like, it made me get back to the gym. I'm like, and I know for him it's been a struggle.
Dude, he looks like all of the Lion King in one person.
He does. He's
like, in a respectable way.
very intimidating.
The one thing that I was
Find the new
my friend Brad used to
turtle.
work for Red Bull,
Wow.
and he said at their there's a 1-800 number.
My shit
people
changed
like
back.
have had too much Red Bull or whatever they call. I guess.
I've been,
Yeah.
help me.
So why did
What do I do?
Yeah, we used to do that with my dad. My dad was so old, and my mom would make him go beat us or spank us or whatever. But and we would just be like screaming, even though it didn't hurt. He was like 80 years old, hitting us with his belt.
They can't do that anymore, can you?
I think if you don't,
I don't have kids, but like,
if your kid doesn't have social media, you can. I feel like.
yeah.
Just a deep V. Just kidding. Do never deep V. Never
Really?
ever. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't have any of those anymore. After this conversation, I don't. Never liked fucking rich people anyway, bro. Facts, dude. I fucking hated them.
Yeah.
And I have money now, and that's true. But I'll never fucking really have money, motherfucker. Part of me will never have any fucking money, bro.
Now, you need 3 more generations of Vaughns before you're like a real rich prick.
Deep inside, dog, I'm a real fucking wigger, son. You feel me? Talked about the spelling bee word. Because remember, I got beat on inconvenience. This girl in our class or whatever was pregnant, right?
Yeah. Every story, you're like, Helena had a rib in her forehead.
And we didn't know you could even get pregnant, right? But she won the fucking spelling bee, dude. And people were calling her all kinds of racial slurs and stuff. But I remember, and she was white. Yeah, that was the crazy thing. It was just people were just, you know.
That's just mean then. They're just trying to be mean.
Oh, yeah. Nobody was trying to be, like, helpful.
Yeah.
You know?
He was like, you trying to go up? And I was like, yeah, dog, let's go. And I was like, you want to go to the bathroom? We're right here. You were like, wait, what?
Well, look, I do appreciate the support, too.
Yeah,
dude,
hey, man, my bad. That was on me, man.
No. Dude, I want somebody to fucking want to get me fucked up, dude. I want somebody to just hold me down and just fucking, just damn funnel, just yay into my brain, homie. You know what I'm saying? But those are, that's Christmas wishing, you know?
Oh, man.
You know what's crazy? We've been doing this for like roughly an hour, and you've said risque 3 times in 3 different contexts, which I respect and like about you, and I've always liked that about you.
Well, first of all, risque also was an urban girl that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
And I hope she's doing well, Risque Wilson.
It's not the 80s anymore, you know. We can't get away with a whole lot of shit these days, man.
Dude, remember when they had fucking narcs and shit, dude? Dude, first of all, the shittiest job you could get in high school was being a fucking narc.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Bro, they gave you a little card. It was like, congratulations, thank you for... Yeah. That's the one thing you can't put on the card, dude. Yeah, like he would try to arrest people at a party or something. People would
get the fuck away from me. School's out, bitch.
Yeah, one night I was coming off stage and Bill Burr said something. I had to go on before him at the Dolby Theater, and I was so nervous. I'd never even been on a theater, but stayed before. You know, some little, even just getting him to even if he just spit on my back, just would have, you know? Yeah. If he'd have come on one of my legs and been like, thank you.
He just multiple migs it at you. You know, my wife's like, do you have security? And like, we have plain clothes. I'm like, right on.
Yeah, when I was young, we just had like a MILF with a hammer running around. You know, like, we were lucky, dude.
Yeah, we didn't have any security, man.
Yeah.
We had shit.
But yeah, one time, I mean, I got to make out with a girl in a Black Hawk helicopter.
I've flown in one, but I haven't made out with anyone.
Look,
I've flown one. I was a helicopter pilot.
Oh, my bad, I didn't even know that was on. There we go. See if I can get it fixed a little bit. Better right now. Feels weird. Mouse, man. How am I talking my mic? Sorry about that. Just got my daughter to bed. That's gotta be ambient sound. Ambience. What the fuck is ambient sound?
What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you exactly how to install the WoW Translate add-on along with the required fonts so that you can properly see and translate Chinese text in-game on Capycraft Turtle WoW. So this add-on automatically translates Chinese chat messages into English in real time, and as you can see on screen here, in my experience it actually works really well. This should remain pretty much the same. Alright, so first things first, head down into the description and open up the GitHub download page and go ahead and download the latest version zip file, save it in a convenient place, and we'll extract it thereafter. Just a quick heads up, because this uses a DLL file, and if Windows Defender blocks it as well, go ahead and extract the folder. Download this from the official link that I've put down below in the description. Once that's downloaded, go ahead and extract the folder, then go into the folder and copy the wowtranslate.dll into your main turtle. WoW folder along with the wow.exe. After that is in there, go into your DLLs text document. If you don't have that, just create one and edit that in Notepad, and make sure that you have wowtranslate.dll in there, and that is caps or case sensitive as well, so make sure you type in that exactly as it looks down there, the DLL file. Then go ahead and save the txt document, and then we can go back to the WoW Translate folder go into Interface Add-ons, and you want to copy the WoW Translate add-on from the WoW Translate folder into your Turtle WoW Interface Add-ons folder. Document, and then we can go back to the WoW Translate. Translate folder, go into Interface Add-ons, and you want to copy the WoW Translate add-on from the WoW Translate folder into your Turtle WoW Interface Add-ons folder. Will allow you to font. The next step is adding the fonts. I've also put a link to this Google Drive in the description below. There's 4 fonts here that we need to add into our Turtle WoW folder. That will allow you to see the Chinese characters in-game, and you'll be able to see Chinese characters' names, and you'll be able to see their text in Chinese as well. So that'll just help with the translation process. So go ahead and download this Google Drive, and then once that's downloaded, go ahead and extract the fonts folder. You should have these fonts in there. You can then put this inside your Turtle WoW folder, and then you should have a folder inside your Turtle WoW next to the WoW exe, the same place that that's in, called fonts, with all the fonts in there that will allow you to see the Chinese alphabet, I suppose, if that's what it's called, in-game. Previous versions, version 1.1 does not require the batch file anymore, so you don't need to worry about starting that up like we did with the previous Translate add-ons. You should be able to go ahead and launch WoW through your usual methods. I use vanilla fixes for mine, but you can just use wow.exe. If everything installed correctly, chat messages should automatically start translating in-game, as you can see here. And you can also customize which channels get translated depending on which you want filtered, either translate incoming channels or translate outgoing channels. You can toggle them on or off and it will translate all of those. You can also translate incoming messages from Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Russian. You can translate them to any of these languages up here: German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever. And I find that this makes the entire Cappycraft experience way more playable right now. Also, while I've got you here, if you're into Turtle WoW, Cappycraft, MMO content in general, definitely make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm covering this stuff constantly right now, and things are changing pretty much every day in the private server scene. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this guide. If this video helped you out, definitely drop us a like over here, because it massively helps push the videos out so more people can get this and get interested. As I said in previous videos, we've got an English-speaking guild over here called Zug Zug, so feel free to join us over there. There's a growing English-speaking community on this realm, so I hope you'll join us. Subscribe to JGM Gaming for more WoW guides, tutorials, server updates, and chill streams and that kind of thing. And if any major changes come with this installation process, I'll either pin a comment or update the description below with the newest info and links. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Right, I thought I'd do a tutorial on how to actually play on Capybara Paradise, which is basically, you know, Turtle WoW, but a Chinese server. Because I've looked into it a little bit more, and it does seem like there's a decent shot that it's actually a half-decent server that might be actually to do with the people that were running the Asian Turtle WoW server. So I thought I'd put a little tutorial on, because I've just made an account, started playing and whatnot, and everything seems okay for now. And I've also got a couple of tweaks that are going to make the game run a little bit better. I mean, if you've already played Turtle WoW, you might already know the sort of tweaks that I'm going to do, but I'll show you anyway. So first of all, step one, you're going to need to download the client, which you're going to get either, you can use, if you already have Turtle WoW, you can just use your Turtle WoW 1.18.1 client. Some people say that you can use the OctoWoW client, but the thing is, I tried that, and OctoWoW was on 1.17 or whatever, i.e. not the correct version, and I couldn't log in to Capybara despite changing the realm list over and all that stuff. So instead I thought, screw it, I'll bite the bullet and I'll just download this weird Chinese client and just see what happens. So first of all, you download the client, get that downloading. Second of all, you're going to need to register. Now, in order to register, first of all, you're going to need a VPN. You're going to need to have your location set to China. Whatever VPN you use, it doesn't need to have like unlimited data. Just get some sort of VPN that isn't like a total steaming pile of you know what, and make sure that it has a Chinese server. Or for instance, the one I used was Taiwan, and that worked fine. I'm not sure, I would try making an account first, just in case. Let me translate that. I would try making an account first, because I have heard that sometimes it's just in the US that people are unable to make an account. Sometimes it's in other places, so whatever. But I just happened to have a VPN anyway, so I thought, screw it. I used the VPN, sent it to Taiwan, made the account, and it worked absolutely fine. And then confirm the address, the email address, all good, ready to go. So that's the first step. You might need a VPN. I mean, try making an account. If nothing happens when you make an account, if it doesn't pop up saying, hey, we've sent you a confirmation email, then you're going to need a VPN. So anyway, now that you've got the account made and confirmed, that's when now you're going to want to download the client. It will be in Chinese. It is what it is. But I ended up figuring out how you can sort of get around that. What you need to do is you need to come into your, here it's named TWMOA_1181, into this folder. And in there, you're going to want to go to the data folder, and you're going to want to come down into where it has these patch folders. In fact, I have the file here. You're going to want to find patch-z.mpq, which will be along this list here. It'll probably be like down at the bottom of patch 9. What I did was I just Control X, Control V onto the desktop, just to make a copy because I didn't know if it was going to work. Basically, you're removing this file, and that removes the Chinese locale and makes it into English, which then means that when you boot up the game, you can actually read what the hell everything says. Now that's great and all, but next from that is the fact that everyone that isn't, basically you will be able to see the names of everyone that is using the English language. If anyone is using Chinese, it will literally just be a blank box. There will be no names above anyone's head, and so there's absolutely no recognition of who anyone is, which isn't great. I would at least rather see like Chinese characters above somebody's head rather than nothing, so that I can at least see that somebody's like, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird. So what I did was I figured out how exactly to do that, finding some old Reddit post. In fact, this is from 8 years ago, Christ. So I'll put this in the description below. This was a link from a link from a link that was basically just like somebody asked a question about Turtle WoW, that they linked another post, that on that post somebody had linked this post. Anyway, I came onto here, you've got Google Drive here, you've got these Chinese fonts. Download the whole fonts folder. Once it's downloaded, what you're going to want to do, again, come back to your Turtle WoW folder, just the one where you have the WoW exe here, and you're going to want to create a folder called fonts. And inside this, you're going to want to put the 4 fonts in there. I don't know if you need all of them. I tried just using one font, just in case. I didn't know how that worked. It didn't work, so I put all the fonts in there, booted up, and now that works. So now you can actually see Chinese characters instead of it just being blank. So now that's that problem solved. Now the next problem is the game kind of runs a little bit like crap. So what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to find the client fixes for Turtle WoW, which luckily, close this way, luckily we have this website, which is still a Turtle WoW-esque website. You're going to want to come down to here, and you're going to want to find vanilla fixes. So you're going to want to open up vanilla fixes here. You're going to want to download the zip. Once you've got the zip,
Welcome form. This post has an amazing list of add-ons. Select the add-ons form. From here, navigate down to the post.
zip, you're going to want to open it up, and you're going to want to put everything inside that, as it says here. Extract the files from the zip into your Turtle WoW folder. straight up here. One of which the files you'll see is like vanilla fixes here, which is a picture of a vanilla ice cream. This website, which is still a Total WoW-esque website. You're going to want to come down to here and you're going to want to find vanilla fixes. So you're going to want to open up vanilla fixes here. You're going to want to download the zip. Once you've got the zip, you're going to want to open it up and you're going to want to put everything inside that as it says here. Extract the files from the zip into your Total WoW folder. Straight up here. One of which the files you'll see is like vanilla fixes here, which is a picture of a vanilla ice cream cone. Now, this file right here, vanilla fixes, this is going to be the file that you will be launching the game from now on. So put that on your taskbar or whatever. Now that should make the game run a little bit less like crap. It may be less hitching, because I was getting very bad stuttering and it was just a bit of a pain. Put that on, less stuttering. Still feels a little bit janky, but I think it's just because I haven't played the vanilla client for like absolutely ages and I'm used to the like modern classic. Anyway, next part, add-ons. Again, I'll put the link to this down in the description. It's War Period. .com/turtle-wow-add-ons, and you can just get like, I don't know, you want like PF Quest, Bag On, Atlas Loot. I think the PF Quest as well is specifically designed for Turtle WoW, which you're going to want because obviously there's extra stuff where a regular PF Quest may not necessarily work, so keep that in mind. And now you should be ready to go, at which point you can boot up the vanilla fixes thing here, as I will do so. Anyway, and now here we are in the game, ready to go, and I'll just quickly show you. For some reason OBS does not like the game. I can see the cursor on OBS but not in the game, so I was actually going to stream this just after this, so I'm getting OBS. And that point it may not necessarily work, so keep that in mind. And now you should be ready to go, at which point you can boot up, work the vanilla fixes. Obviously there's extra stuff.
Ben.